Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 265 titled That Day. A different chapter title. That's significant. That's always significant. Which makes sense. We got Yuji's domain expansion last chapter. That's one of the most significant things to happen in the whole series. And who the fuck knows what's going to happen in it. Oh, sorry, YouTube advertisers. I cursed before the first 30 seconds were over. How terrible of me. Anyway, there's a little bit more background noise, I imagine, because I have my fan on back there, because it's August in Florida. It's really hot here, and it's hot, okay? So, you know, I have not seen a single thing about what's in this chapter. I know nothing, and I'm very excited. But before we get into that, as always, if you haven't already, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. I'd like to try and hit at least 100 likes on this week's reaction. Now then, without any further ado, let's get right into this week's chapter, shall we? So let's see here. They're just walking around the train station? Why aren't they attacking each other? Itadori expands his domain. Just what is this place? I've experienced this before, the rare phenomena of connecting with a sorcerer during the height of battle. I had thought it was a side effect of some sort due to cursed energy being born from humans. Yet, this is something different. What is this? Your domain? Shut it. I did this a little frantically. I don't really get it either. We're gonna learn together. How nice. Chapter 265, That Day. I wanted some time to talk to you. Just indulge me for a sec. Oh, check it out! The Demon Sword Dance statue. Wouldn't know it. Don't worry, no one besides the locals would. I was raised here until I was 6, maybe 7, and then moved to Sendai. I was born there, but we moved back for Gramps' work. I came back here for the first time in like 10 years for a funeral, a friend of my grandpa's. I wouldn't say it was a ghost town, but it did surprise me how empty the place felt. Man, when was the last time we had something this introspective from Yuji? Like him talking about himself like this. Yuji, it's been a long time since Yuji's really viewed himself as like a person with value, so yeah. Actually, I guess I wasn't surprised. If I'm being honest, I kind of expected it. It didn't really shake me. I wonder if that guy would have come to my grandpa's funeral if he had died first. This is a park I hung out at most often. There's pretty much no play equipment left, but I thought I was gonna die once after stubbing my toe on the swing set, so I'm not too mad about it. I wonder if I can drink this. It's kind of funny. It looks like Sukuna's getting more and more impatient the longer this is going on. I wonder why aren't you just attacked? Maybe it's just because you're curious. Which you normally aren't with Yuji, but I guess you're curious as to, like, what the fuck is going on right now. One time, I used this fountain to try and rinse off some slime I dropped in the sandbox, but the whole thing went down the drain. I was bawling. A morning glory. That's a hydrangea, you moron. Yeah, I know, careless mistake. He's even familiar with plants. Sukuna, you really are an intellectual barbarian, aren't you? A ton of these bloom here, huh? I really only noticed it after I moved away. I wonder who's in charge of deciding the foliage for each town. Wait, you're into flowers? Wait, that was Sukuna saying that. Wait, you're into flowers? It's just from Fushiguro Megumi's memories. Are you sure? Oh, yeah, sure. Wait, wouldn't that mean you know all about this place from my memories when you were in my body? I didn't waste my time reading through each piece of meaningless drivel. Right. Let me go out of the town. This park was pretty far from my house, but you can catch crayfish here. try it out. Unless the strongest sorcerer in history can't catch some crayfish. Silence. The spike-based crayfishing. Yours is practically microscopic. Check it out. You got an American crayfish. Japanese ones are way more rare. What was that? You heard me. This is the department store that opened when I was 5. Thanks to this thing, all the mom and pop shops vanished. Got kind of quiet with all the small businesses closing down, but they opened a movie theater upstairs, so I considered it even. Fair trade. It's a pretty gray place, but don't worry, there's a lot more green once you leave the town a bit. I'm not exactly holding my breath for anything here. So what is the point of this? Is this to show him about like all of the small people, mundane things that he holds no regard for and doesn't think are important at all? See? Green as far as the eye can see. I used to catch grasshoppers in the rice fields here until the cage was about to burst. I haven't seen many of them lately though. Maybe pesticides got way stronger? Is this going anywhere? Just hold on. I still have some places I want to go. Wow, so they went to like a horse enclosure. They went past a farm. Horses are so awesome. No matter how many times I see them, their heads are bigger than I remember. My grandpa took me to this farm every so often. I guess now that I think about it, he did a lot of parenting in my mom and dad's place. Soft serve here is killer. I spent my whole allowance on it that day. But what was that day? But then I ate too much and threw up. So you were born stupid. Ooh, let's do some archery. Naturally, Sukuna's perfect archer. Of course, he has a fucking arrow technique. He's a perfect archer. Hot damn. Oh, we have an empty speech bubble for some reason. Isn't it obvious I'd be more accustomed to this than you? Alright, I forgot you're from the era of actual archery. And now it's snowing. You'd see snow sculpture after snow sculpture lined up here during our snow festival in the winter. I wonder if they still do that now. It's the same in Sendai, but it never really snows there. It just doesn't feel like winter unless the snow really piles up. Oh, little kid Yuji. I always loved drinking sweet milk tea after my hands went numb from snow shoveling in the morning. My grandpa always looked stunned by it. That stuff will just make your mouth all sticky. Oh, he's a black coffee enthusiast, of course. Once I got closer to Christmas, I would hear bells at night. That always made me think Santa really did exist. I only realized way later that it was just the snow chains on car tires. Alright, I've had enough. Okay, I think I've showed you pretty much everything I wanted to. Your blathering is disgusting. Say what you want to say. You know, up until recently, I thought I should simply live to fulfill my role as I understood it. Hello Grandpa, hello Junpei, hello Nanami, the most important people. Thought if I died like that, I could at least consider it a proper death. But now, I feel like that's not entirely right. Walking the dog, raising a family, any sort of role like that is just fine. Hello Nobara, hello Chozo, hello Gojo. Even if you don't have anything like that, as long as you can eat, shit, and sleep, even if you're stuck in bed sick, even if you've spent your life with no connections and nothing remains of you, more than memories made in one's image, it's within the little tiny fragments that remain drifting off where the value of a life lies. And then the villains. Mahito, Sukuna, a pair of scissors. But it's more what they do, of course. It never had anything to do with the ways people die. I just couldn't ever forgive those who acted as if that value didn't exist. Sukuna I loathe you. Humans aren't tools. We aren't born with any set role. Which is to say, I don't know. I don't know whether humans are fundamentally good or evil. I could very well be doing the wrong thing here. So I thought I should at least let you see the humanity of someone other than yourself, of someone you see no value in. That's real as fuck, Yuji. That's real. But they've already tried this. Others have tried this. Those with strength, those who wish to be strong. This is not a man that can be reached. He understands these things, and he just does not care. I don't feel a thing. I understand everything you're saying, Brat. And yet, it stirs no emotion within me. Just as you felt when you saw how quiet this town became. You had expected it. I feel absolutely nothing. You tried. You tried. But you know, Sukuna is nothing if not consistent. He remained consistent to the end. No dice, huh? Figured. Suffice to say, I'm dumbfounded by your cowardice. Your rage toward me. Your hatred. Is this all it amounted to? Still looks bored, but then he's surprised. Wait. You couldn't possibly be... Are you pitying me? Oh, Sukuna. You're all alone and I feel sorry for you. Is that what it is? Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. That's one of my favorite things. I love when that happens to the villain with all the power in the world, but they don't get it. They don't feel the things that make being alive worth it. Is this your way of showing compassion? Oh, there's a Buddha there. Exactly. Sukuna, I can kill you. Release Fushiguro. Return to my body and I'll spare your life. Those are some big words to say to the King of Curses. He grits his teeth. He's fucking pissed. He did not like that. He does not like this. Ooh, that's the first time we've ever seen him really fucking angry. Such a gravely severe misconception. I won't stop at simply mincing you to bits, brat. Right in front of your eyes, I'll slaughter each and every human being you claim to be oh so valuable. A refusal burning red with fury. Oh, that's an excellent face. What a tremendous face there. Oh my god. Whew, that's good. That's a really good chapter. You know, that wasn't really what I was expecting. But man, that's some good shit. That's some really good shit, you know. Yuji and Sukuna's dynamic is the dynamic. It's the original. It's the one that we've followed throughout the entire course of the series. Even after Sukuna was no longer within Yuji's body. And that just standard for the series was no longer the case. The dynamic still endured. Or, you know, it evolved. It's the most important one. They are the refutations of each other. And having this conversation between the two of them here, like this, it's really cool. It's also really... It's so good to see that Yuji's finally gotten some investment, some motivation out of Sukuna, which I love to see. Maybe this will make him fight seriously. He wants Yuji to despair. He wants him to watch everyone he cares about die in front of him. So he's gonna go all out. He is not gonna do any more of his Kenpachi self-imposed, power leveling. He's just gonna try to kill everybody. But will Yuji give him the chance? I guess only time will tell, because with that, that's all for this week's reaction. Apparently, we're going to be on break next week. Not because Giga is taking a break. There's no, break next week thing at the bottom of the chapter. But apparently the magazine's on break next week. So I guess there won't be a chapter. Oh, well. But, if you enjoyed, definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I do Jujutsu Kaisen chapter reactions and reviews every week. There'll be a new chapter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.